Hey everyone, welcome back to English Talks Podcast, where we help you improve your English in a fun and natural way. I am Emily.
And I am John. Today, we're talking about a powerful language learning method, the shadowing technique.
Yes, if you want to sound more natural, improve your pronunciation, and gain confidence in speaking, this technique is for you.
So, stay with us. By the end of this episode, you will not only understand how shadowing works, but also know exactly how to practice it effectively.
All right, John, let's start with the basics. What exactly is shadowing?
Good question. Shadowing is when you listen to a native speaker and immediately repeat what they say without pausing, writing, or translating.
So it's like following the speaker as closely as possible?
Exactly. Think of it like an echo. You copy their pronunciation, rhythm, and speed as closely as possible.
That sounds intense, but I guess it forces your brain to think in English rather than your native language, right?
Absolutely. Instead of translating, you get used to the natural flow of English.
Okay, so why is shadowing such a powerful technique?
First, it improves pronunciation because you're mimicking a native speaker.
Right, and it helps with intonation, the way your voice naturally rises and falls.
Exactly. Plus, it speeds up your ability to process English. Since you don't have time to translate, your brain starts thinking directly in English.
That's key. Many learners get stuck because they think in their native language first, then translate into English.
With shadowing, there's no time for that. It forces you to react instantly, which is how native speakers communicate.
So, it's like training your brain to respond in English automatically.
Yes, it also boosts fluency because you're practicing speaking in real time.
All right, let's get practical. How can someone start using shadowing?
The best way is to choose an audio source, a podcast, a TED Talk, or even a short movie clip.
TED Talks are great. They have clear pronunciation and subtitles.
Exactly. Start by listening to a sentence, pausing, and repeating.
Should beginners start slow?
Yes. At first, focus on accuracy over speed. Once comfortable, try keeping up with the natural speed.
What about subtitles?
Beginners can use them, but try to shadow without looking at the text as you improve.
Let's give an example. Say this sentence, I have always wanted to visit Japan.
Now imagine you hear it. Try repeating it immediately. I have always wanted to visit Japan.
Just like that. Keep practicing and soon it becomes second nature. Okay, what are the most common mistakes people make?
Number 1. Mumbling instead of pronouncing clearly.
Yeah, some people just whisper instead of speaking properly.
Right, you need to speak out loud even if you make mistakes.
What else?
Choosing difficult material too soon. Start with short, simple content.
That makes sense, and I guess another mistake is giving up too soon?
Absolutely. It takes practice, so don't quit after 1 or 2 tries.
All right, before we sum up, let's review 15 useful words and phrases from today's episode.
Sounds good.
Shadowing technique means a method where you repeat what you hear immediately.
Mimic means to copy someone's speech or behavior.
Pronunciation, the way you say words.
Intonation means the natural rise and fall of your voice.
Fluency, the ability to speak smoothly and naturally.
Think in English means to process thoughts directly in English.
Natural flow means speaking smoothly without unnatural pauses.
Accuracy over speed means focusing on saying things correctly before increasing speed.
Keep up with means to match the speed of the speaker.
Mumbling means speaking unclearly or too softly.
Subtitles means text on the screen that shows what is being said.
Advanced material means difficult content that may be too hard for beginners.
Whisper means to speak very softly.
Get frustrated means to feel upset when something is difficult.
Give up means to stop trying. Shadowing is such a powerful technique.
It really is. If you practice regularly, you'll see huge improvements.
So, why not give it a try? Pick a short clip today and start shadowing.
And if you found this episode helpful, subscribe and share.
Thanks for listening and see you next time on English Talks Podcast.
Bye, everyone.